It is time, bowling fans, for the last 2 hours of the PBA takeover of CBS Sports Network. Our bowling bonanza continues with a championship round of the Shark Tournament from here at Lucky Strike in Lakeville, Minnesota. We started with 12 PBA stars. We are down to 4. Top-seeded Ronnie Russell trying to get back in the winner's circle. Will face the world number 1 EJ Tackett and Patrick Dombrowski head-to-head with a young superstar, Alex Horton. The winners of the championship. And that's a race to 2. We welcome you back. This is it. Chris Barnes, the Hall of Famer. Dave Ryan back with you. Final show of what's been an awesome week here in Minnesota.
It's been incredible. So many players, so many matches, 8 titles. We're down here to the final one, and we have quite a matchup left to go.
All right, Bowl TV highlights. Let's recap how we got to this point in the quarterfinals number 1. Let's break it down, Chris.
Yeah, Ronnie Russell started off with the front 7. It was just way too much for Tommy Jones, staving off retirement for at least one more game.
Ronnie through the top seed to the semifinals over the Hall of Famer. Then quarterfinal number 2, EJ Tackett, the world's best, looking really good.
Yeah, this was messy for about half the game for both players, but EJ finished with 4 straight strikes, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th to put away Bana.
Patrick Dombrowski, what a finish after a tough start.
Incredible. Early controversy put himself in a really bad spot. Great shots down the stretch, was able to dispatch Hayden Stipich.
Then the youngster Alex Horton, unflappable again, Chris.
It's just amazing to me how composed these rookies are. Nothing seems to shake him. I thought he might be in trouble with all the traffic. Took down one of the most powerful players on tour, 257 to 244.
Ronnie Russell is ready for the championship round here at the Shark, as is the world's best bowler, that man right there, EJ Tackett, trying for his first title of the season.
The PBA World Series of Bowling on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Go Bowling. For friends and family fun, head to GoBowling.com to find a center near you.
Shark pattern, Chris, let's recap.
Well, you see those wings out there. You're trying to avoid that part out there on the outside. Guys are going to play in practice around here, then they're going to transition to there, and eventually you saw get all the way inside and get around 22, 23. Ronnie was even inside of that, was right around 27.
That trophy on the line. Here we go, golfing buddies. Golf together, Hazeltine here in the Twin Cities. Fantastic course that's hosted major championships, Ryder Cups before. And here they are together, head-to-head on the lanes in the semis. EJ gets us started in style.
Again, EJ moving out to the right, out to the track. The track area being between 11th and 14th boards there. Zingles in front and using the surface to pick up the lane surface, that is, where the scratches are. Wasting no time. Whoa.
They didn't like that at all. That's why. Wow, completely missed it. A little trouble with the footwork at the foul line, and that was a whiff.
Been a minute since we've seen 2, but watch the footing here. Whoa. Yeah. Just stuck. Shut. Shoots to the right, does not make a very easy spare. Not exactly what you're looking to shoot here. 2 options, you can try and go flush, or you can go Brooklyn. Opting for Brooklyn.
Brooklyn and covers. That was sweet. After a wild start. If any of the pros on tonight's show, well, perfect game, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling.
I can't say that on TV, buddy.
Courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit GoBowling.com. Sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion.
Not the same as that shot, though.
Moving on. Second for Russell. That's a lot better.
That was a little closer what he was hoping for. The fact that Frank turned into a spare is somewhere of a minor miracle. But here's what he's trying to do. Sliding about 23. crossing 13 at the arrows. Right around the tracer, 47 feet. Again, leaves 13 feet of back end. It's not very much.
Our two-time defending Shark champion. 4-pin.
Just a touch left in the front there. Last shot was around 13, 14. That was about 15. Just a little too square.
Some sauce on that little heat for the 4-pin single pin spare conversion.
He's grinded through both of his first two matches. As you look at his arsenal, Jackal Ghost, which is the ball he is throwing right there. The Covert is the black one that he's been throwing, the VIP EXJ. That's kind of been his second option so far.
27-time titleist. Look down there. That's why it's high. 6 could have been worse.
Thinking about that one instead of this ball in the swing. Stupid.
You can hear him talking to himself about just getting distracted by that 17. That's a good 3 left of where he was on the last shot on that lane. You have to compartmentalize, especially when the 2 lanes have been as different as they've been. Treat them each separately. Wrap up each picture that you're trying to play through in your head separately as well.
So strike 9 spare, 8 spare for EJ. As we check Ronnie's arsenal, he's got some early life.
He's throwing the 0 mercy solid. That's what he threw last game on the 1 lane and the game breaker 5 hybrid on the other.
3-6-10.
I think he liked that one quite a bit more, but that picked up quick. And with EJ on your pair, it won't take long. Cuts through, leaves 3-6-10.
Covers the spare. Unusual start with the first shot with 2. To say the least.
It's a good spot for it, though. You're going to do it. That was the one.
First frame's best, right?
Yeah. I really just got to settle in a little bit here.
Early win probability stats favoring Ronnie, but it's very early, and that is subject to immediate change. Oh, 10-pin, some help. A lot of help.
Oh my God. I moved 2 on that lane just because.
Here, I'm talking about the early transition already. How fast does that head pin go over it and slap the 10 around?
That was a double team on the 10.
Well, we got an early ball change. It's obviously what he saw in practice. He had a plan in mind. He just got a quick trigger. Once he saw something, he was going to get out of it.
With the ball chains, EJ. Oh!
Well, right back at you.
What's even the odds?
Messenger hammers the 10.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Please don't sing ever again.
Yeah. All right. Fair. Fair. That's fair.
That was fine. It was fine.
Just, we're fine.
Looking for the double and a lead here in the 5th of our first semifinal tonight in the Shark.
Oh.
10-pin again, the messenger. One more time, the scout says, sit down, 10-pin. Sit down.
See EJ looking over to his reps. Watch the head pin. 1 hopper right into the base of it. We haven't seen probably 3 scouts tonight, and now we've seen 3 in a row.
Wow. That's bowling for you. Also for a lead in the 5th.
Lay there.
Talking to it. It listens.
Good call, Wolfie.
Pretty big move there himself. Went ahead and jumped. looks like about maybe even 4-3. 4-2. His feet, 2 with his eyes. Just the front's hooking, but they're so fresh. The back part of the lane is not broke down at all.
Ronnie calls for a rear rack here, CB. Things over a bit, see those max numbers.
Saw something there because this early, that's not strategy. That's just every once in a while. Quarter or a half inch makes a big difference to these guys.
6 for a 12-pin lead. Russell, yes.
Perfect.
Hammers the 1-3 pocket.
Daddy's back, Eddie.
And nothing but shrapnel in the pit. Best of friends, golfing buddies, both from Indiana. Head-to-head here tonight. Semifinals and the Shark underway on CBS Sports Network. Let's flashback a little more than a year ago. PBA Shark Championship 2025, National Bowling Stadium in Reno. DJ Tackett the championship round. Every tour event in Reno would not be denied the PBA Shark after losing the first several at the World Series. #1 seed knocked off Tom Smallwood with a 265 to defend his Shark championship. That was his 27th career PBA Tour title. He's up to 26, he's up to 27 now. He set a PBA record last year. Championship round of 6 consecutive title events. Dominant. Wants to dominate his best friend here. Ooh. Good start on the break.
Touch up the lane there, and that held. That's good news.
Hoping for a 4th straight Player of the Year award. That's never been done in PBA Tour history.
Right about 16 inside that tracer down lane, which 17.5 is perfect. He's at 11 at 40 feet with 20 feet to go.
Second frame for the lead here, Chris Tackett. 2-pin stands for him. 5 players have won the Player of the Year in a 3-peat. Last time it was Belmo, 2013 to 2015. No one has ever won 4 in a row. Maybe this is his year. We gotta get a win first.
He's got to get a win.
Gotta have a tour win, or he's not eligible for the Chris Schenkel Award.
Just basically, you got to be Player of the Week before you can be Player of the Year. Now, Ronnie is using 2 different Zero Mercy solids. The one on this lane is a little bit lane shined.
This will be his best finish of the year. Russell, nice.
Takes advantage. You're going to beat the world's best. You better take advantage of the openings. There are not going to be very many.
Bagger, 13-pin lead. So his 8th frame against DJ. Told us pre-show the rev rate, the power. These young kids just coming out like Alex Horton, 22 years old. Just can't keep up. He's 46. He's going to hang up the shoes. But first, he'd like to win the Shark Championship. Wow. Got to the 10 again. Up 23.
I tell you what, he's got really good ball reaction. I thought he was playing so far left, it might be tough for him to move 2 arrows right, almost 3 arrows, and kind of get recalibrated, and he has had no problem. Sometimes when you're playing a friend like this, and one of them's considerably more accomplished, you kind of put yourself in the position you feel like you belong. In this case, it seems like he's pretty loose.
Crunch time for EJ here. Responds.
Has to answer.
Double cut to the 13.
247 possible still.
The problem is Ronnie's on a heater.
He is.
5 in a row.
But 1 miss puts him in the 240s.
Player of the Year awards, including 2016 for 4. EJ, 10-pin, good shot.
God, that was so good, too. Come on.
In the last one, he told us what he missed it at the bottom a little bit, was upset with himself. He caught a handful of that. Looks almost identical to the shot before. The head pin comes back across this time. Watch what happens to it. Gets there and gets caught up in the left gutter, does not jump over the top of it and across to take the 10.
It was a big non-strike in the foundation frame, and now Russell steps up in the 9th, up 23 on a 5-bagger. Looking to put away his friend.
Just needs to stay clean.
Push.
9th. Yes.
Great
Just
shot.
that.
And just any count here is going to be enough.
Only needs 6. And EJ Tackett's quest for that first title of the year is going to continue. Amazing.
Walter Ray used to have this thing too. When guys knew they were bowling him, they knew they had to shoot 250 to beat him. So they set that target score and said, hey, I'm just going to bowl a good game and shoot 220 or 230. And the greatest in the world, when they shoot that as a target score, they either shot 180 or they did shoot 250. And it got hard for Walter to win for a while, and that's kind of what's happened with EJ. He's been so good that guys just keep showing up. Fantastic finish by Ronnie again. 2 spare strikes, 7 spare. You're like, oh boy, he's in trouble.
And he's won. He did 6 there, got them all. And we'll go to the Race to 2 championship match. Coming up next on CBS Sports Network here tonight from Minnesota. Wow. So that storyline continues with EJ.
Safe spot.
We'll have a new Shark champion after EJ had won the last 2. Not this year.
Wait there.
Pretty incredible, multiple venues, multiple versions even of the same pattern, and EJ's just there all the time.
.254 for Russell.
Another great game.
Top seed Ronnie Russell. There's Alex Horton off his whatever Chris Fye. And Tobias Birding waits in the wings for his matchup with Patrick Dombrowski.
Sounds about right.
But you don't want to waste one there. He's got a big one coming up.
Best buddies. Ronnie Russell, top seed, knocks off the best player in the world, EJ Tackett. He's off to the finals. Let's flashback April 26th, TOC. We talked about it. Fair Lawn, Ohio, outside Akron. Legendary house, Riviera Lanes, 4th major of the year. Most historic pair of lanes in bowling. Alex Horton clinched the title of striking the 10th frame. Knocked off the top seed Zach Wilkins, who's won here this week in Minnesota. First career PBA Tour title is a major for the young 22-year-old superstar. He's been awesome here with a 245 and 257 games so far against Tobias Birding of Germany and two-handed star Chris Fye. Russell, Chris Barnes is through. Great bowling against EJ Tackett.
Yeah, I mean, just once again, starting out not as quickly as last time, but he finished the way he started the other match. back nine basically. He had 8-bagger for 250. After the 2 count, it seemed like it just loosened him up, and it kind of, I don't know, took the shackles off, so to speak, and going against one of his best friends in the world and just dispatched him.
Each Dombrowski and Horton have 1 career PBA Tour title. Patrick's in his 40s. Alex Horton is 22 years old. They're trying for a 2nd title tonight in Minnesota. And trophies on the line. Ronnie Russell already to the championship match. The race to 2. Horton, Dombrowski, semifinal number 2. Single game elimination in the semis about to unfold. Each the breakthrough first career win this year. Patrick from outside Cleveland.
Good, Tony.
A long wait for his first title. Ended at the U.S. Open, maybe his 2nd here tonight. Nice start.
Been around a lot of different places over the years, had a job for a long time. Was still working both as of a couple of years ago, and finally fully committed to being out here.
Horton's game starts with a messenger. Hammer time on the 10.
Love his game. Balance is great. Like most two-handers, back foot up in the air a little bit to balance out the head, being out in front just a touch. Pin action's amazing. Clean release.
Fearless. That's the way to describe this young man. 251 average through 2 games here, Chris. I mean, wow. Can he stay hot? Yes. The answer is yes.
Yes. And by comparison, EJ's 3 games were 210, 210, and in the last game he got to 220, I believe. But, you know, he kind of grinded through all of them, and Alex is making it look easy.
Yes, I am throwing an ace.
Bionic on the left lane, Alpha Crux on the right. That's got a hook.
His 2nd 2-pin.
See that one slow down and speed up like we've seen a couple other players on that right lane. Doesn't actually speed up, but it just loses traction with the lane. It's starting to roll here, and then there. It stops slowing down for about 3 to 4 feet. And lots of times it's death. You can see his arsenal there. Alpha Crux is his most hooking ball. The Bionic is 3rd. He's got a ball in between there, IMX Pearl. He's thrown mostly the Bionic in the first match and at the U.S. Open, where he won.
His 3rd. Looking for help. Messenger does not meet the 10.
Just the difference in power, speed and rev rate there. 10-pin doesn't quite get over there. Excellent spare shooter, easily converts.
That's the mark, Chris. Weekday morning, 6 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Don't miss the epic duo of former quarterback Boomer Esiason and Greg Giannotti discussing the hottest topics in sports. Boomer and Gio. Third for Alex. Looking for the first 3 in a 21-pin lead early.
The hook.
1-2. Hasn't missed the pocket much.
No, it's
we've
really,
seen that all
it's
tonight.
really one of the few errors he's had. He's had a couple times he didn't carry. He's had one shot that there was a little bit left and went high, slightly. But that's the first real error we've seen in 2+ games. Guess you're allowed once in a while.
I guess. This guy's been incredible. Does cover just enough. Stays clean. Dad Charles, we had a great chat with him pre-show. Told us how his son at about 2 years old just fell in love with the sport. Checking his arsenal.
Goes Spawn. Vexton, he's throwing the outer limits black hole there. Just looks like a touch surface on it.
Win probability stats. Check it out. Nate Pin doesn't cooperate. Pennsylvania High School State singles champion.
Obviously, he missed his target on the last shot, but at the spare, it was lighter than I think he expected in that. Just watching body language, I think he thought that was going to strike. Could be burning up in the front just a little bit, losing rotation down lane, and not coming off it as hard as it did early on. And this is where all the money is made. What do you do when you see that? Do you throw it slower? Do you roll it more? Do you just ignore it and do it again and hope it doesn't happen?
Some better shots, will you? Come on.
Back to Patrick, 47 years old, self-described late bloomer. It's quite a story. Trip 10 pin there.
You watch the classic style. This is old school. Long, straight push away. Head stays right over the top of his knee. Back foot down. Gets the ball just slightly on the lane, but on a really flat plane, which allows him to push it through the heads. Snaps the 10 out.
Push.
Fifth frame for lead. Yes. Up by 2.
And just like that. He's like a junkyard dog. He just keeps hanging around. Watch the shot. Crosses 18 at the arrows. Just to the tracer, a little inside of what he wanted, but ends up in a perfect spot down lane. High flush.
2 major champions on tour this year head-to-head. Win stats for Patrick up now, 57+%. Back to Horton. Almost leaves the bucket, just 3.
Yeah, now that's 3 shots in a row that haven't hooked in the back end. And now you have to try and decide, is that because it's hooking early and losing energy, or are they getting tighter down lane? Either case, the most common move for players on tour is to move 2 to 3 left and throw it slower. Gets you away from the early hook in the front, gives it more time to hook in the back. Tough spare.
258. Covers nicely. Nice shot for the youngster. Start off with the first 2, then 8 spare, 9 spare, 7 spare. Patrick on a double.
This is going to be his first real test that we've seen. He's got to make a decision.
Does.
Sorry.
All-American partner, Indiana Tech. Was offered a job out of college. Said no, I want to bowl on the tour. After earning his degree. This guy's serious.
Working out for him right now.
Sure is. Quite a payday at the TOC. And would like to dispatch of Dombrowski here in our second semi to join Ronnie Russell in the race to 2 championship match. It's the Shark It's the World Series of Bowling on CBS Sports Network. Back to semifinal number 2. By Chris Barnes, our entire crew. Short championship, the 4th and final animal pattern title to be crowned here in Minnesota. World Series of Bowling 17. And the break. Go up by 15. 6th frame. Yes. Big shot. Recapping the 1 win for Patrick Dombrowski, and it was a big one, Chris, against Anthony Simonson.
Doesn't get any bigger than this.
Man, after 56 games, the major title hinging on 1 frame, the 10th. And Simon needed this hit, and the 7-10 on the bench. Dombrowski couldn't believe it. He still can't. He told us this week, 197, 195. He said he just couldn't watch.
One more.
Talking to it there, high shot and the 3-6. He told us this week.
So a little slower next time.
He just heard the gasp of the crowd at Woodland Bowl at Indy and realized he had won.
Yeah, we've seen
Amazing.
a couple of heartbreakers. EJ's left a flat 10. Threw it pretty good in a low-scoring match. Simonson, same way, low-scoring match. Throws a good shot, hits the pocket. 7-10. It's been difficult to close him out this year. That wasn't his best one there. A little bit inside, and he says, like he said, it was slow. Creates an opportunity for Alex to get back, not only get back in this match, but even an opportunity to take the lead.
Seventh frame. Gets it.
Got that one to hook.
Cuts it to 3. Weekdays on CBS Sports Network. The CBS HQ Spotlight crew keeps you up to date on all the top stories with highlights and in-depth analysis. Double for Alex, looking for the turkey here. 8th frame. And the lead.
It's left.
Runaway Brooklyn.
Wow.
6 down late. Brooklyn strike.
A little trip 6, and you can tell he's a little bit afraid of getting it out there. 3 goes to the wall, trips out the 6 and the 10. Very, very fortunate. And at a great time, gives him the lead.
Response, Dombrowski in his 8th. 10 pin.
That's what I was afraid of.
This is as a competitor. If you're someone who watches, this can get really under your skin. You see your opponent catch a break, you throw a pretty good shot. It's about an 85%er there, and then flat 10s.
That's the mark, but needs strikes here. Foundation frame is next for him. The probability stats, 57.75 for Alex. If you want to get the stats the pros are using, download the Lane Talk app and see how your game stacks up against the best.
Fantastic app. Pretty much all the pros use it to some extent.
Big one here. Talking to it. It's high. 3, 6, 10.
That picked up in the front. Now he's in big trouble. With a spare, can still shoot 223. Alex right on that pace already.
Hey, made it.
He makes a lot of them. Another excellent spare shooter.
I Actually cheated a little bit left. Cheated a little bit left and just went left.
That's right. Come back to me.
Just throw it better. Just get through it. I don't think I got through it. Just jumped off line.
For a 21-pin lead. Another one punishes the pocket.
Just can't say enough about how composed and how many really good shots he makes there. Threw it, I think his worst shot of the day on the left lane, comes right back and cashes it in by throwing an ace.
Had to get through the PTQ to get to the main field at the TOC. With strikes in the 8th, 9th, and 10th frame in his final game of the PTQ. That's just an incredible story. Trying to keep it going here tonight. Good shot, 10-pin. Into his 10th frame.
Yeah, not done yet. On the miss here, that would be 221, and that would not be enough. He needs the spare. These spares get a little further away than 60 feet when they're for wins. Absolutely no trouble at all. Just needs to keep it on the lane now, behind the foul line.
Knocked off Andrew Anderson, former major champion, the semis in Akron, then Zach Wilkins, the title match. Thinking about a second PBA Tour title. Got a win here. Two major champions head to head. Alex Horton survives. 22 years old. He takes on the top seed, Ronnie Russell, at 46 years old. What could be his last PBA Tour event.
One trick four?
Nope. This is the one I liked.
Yeah. Just another really, really solid event for Patrick Dombrowski. Got to finish third here.
Nope.
The late bloomer had a breakout year. Major championship and a great run here at the World Series of Bowling 17.
And not done yet. Still a chip in a chair in the World Championship show later on.
Alex Horton is through. Ronnie Russell, a top seed, is next. The championship race to 2 match is set to go for Minnesota. Welcome to the Go Bowling halftime show. Let's flash back. EJ Tackett, last year World Championship match against Belmo, won at 242-222 for his 7th major, 4th title of 2024-2025, en route to his 3rd straight Player of the Year award, and we know all roads lead to Thunder Bowl AMF PBA World Championship, June 13th. CBS Sports Network playing around 11 a.m. Eastern. Championship finals, 1 o'clock Eastern on CBS and streaming live on Paramount Plus. All right, Chris, big names heading to suburban Detroit. We can't wait to watch.
A lot of things on the line. Brandon Bonnet still with a chance to be Player of the Year if he can run that whole ladder. Bill O'Neill had a great season, but the guy on top, EJ Tackett, it's all on the line now. He's going to need that to get a win, and that will give him his likely his 4th World Championship and 4th Player of the Year. 4th straight Player of the Year. It's never been done in PBA Tour history. The drama continues as he loses tonight to his best friend, Ronnie Russell, in the semifinals. So here we go. Championship match, race to 2, set to go. Alex Horton, Ronnie Russell. How do you break it down for us? Wow, I mean, it's kind of a contrast in styles. You got one guy at the very end of his career. You got one guy just kicking it off. Double the age, double the experience, but Ronnie's had the hot hand, and he's really bowled excellent so far. Alex has been the other guy, though. He's been striking every match, too. He's the only guy that's probably as close to Ronnie, total score-wise and average-wise. So do you go with youth? Do you go with experience? It kind of feels like fate might be on Ronnie's side.
We can't wait to watch this. Wrapping up 4 days of 5 hours of coverage per day, 20 total hours. Our Bowling Bonanza on CBS Sports Network with one more match. Race to 2. Championship matchup. Horton, Russell, next. Welcome back once again. World Series of Bowling 17 on CBS Sports Network from Minnesota. Set for the Shark Championship Race to 2. And Chris, last night in the Scorpion, a thriller between Zach Wilkins looking for his first career singles title and the Iceman Jesper Svensson.
It was a crazy one, and it came right down to the last shots, 9th and 10th frame roll-off. And some huge and crazy moments. Zach Wilkins seats 2 in the 10th at a split, misses it, gives Jesper the first game. Zach comes back, recovers, wins the second game and the roll-off. Jesper needing a double in the 10th, flat 7.
Russell, Horton, our last championship match. Race to 2, about to unfold here in front of a packed house in Minneapolis, St. Paul. Lucky Strike Lakeville has been a fantastic host here. 4 straight days, 5 hours per, and we're down to the last match. And what a match. Race 2 begins with Horton. Oh, some help, a lot of help.
Just like the previous days, Ronnie got to come back and take a few shots. Alex did not get any extra shots.
Russell, bringing 10 pin, good shot.
Ronnie's made another jump left since his first match there.
Race 2 here, championship match. 1 point per game win if it's tied like last night with Wilkins and Svensson. 9th, 10th frame roll off. Russell a 10 pin.
There's huge crazy swings last night. Man, they were all over the place.
Wild back and forth. I thought Jesper had that strike at 10.
It's really good. Yet
so did Zach.
Yeah.
I was just shocked.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
600 RPMs going down at him to leave a flat 7. It just doesn't happen very often.
Second for Ronnie. Okay.
Ronnie's still throwing that zero mercy solid on both lanes. Now he's throwing the weaker one on both. It's got a little lane shine, a little weaker mass bias, so it doesn't flare quite as much.
Second for Alex. Hey!
Bang.
Likes that pin action. Getting to the 10 again.
Be just what the doctor ordered for Alex. A little bit firmer on the speed side. Allows him to be aggressive, and now it's picking up every time. Both players lined up early, and it's only fitting. These are the two guys with the highest averages tonight of all the competitors and facing each other for the final.
Third for Horton. Pays a price for 6-7 split.
Just a touch slow to me, but that left lane is really picking up. Even EJ in the very first match was talking about how much the left lane hooked. Just slows down so fast. It actually got to 9, which in general is a pretty good spot to be, but already faced up going forward to it versus going left to right when it got there.
7, yes. Almost at the back of the pit there. Got
Sometimes
across for the 6 pin.
that's the way to do it. Just scatter it off the wall and get it to hit the ball in the back. And
I mean, I was another 2 and 1 left. I mean, I was thinking that if I could just bring the speed up a hair to be able to get it through it. And you could go forward.
wow. Got that one on the up. Taking early advantage of the Horton miscue. Heard Alex talk about he moved a couple left. Here's look at Ronnie sliding 32, crossing 20 at the arrows, right around that tracer at 8, and this made it back from a spot that most players have not had that much success getting it back from.
Win probability stats squarely in the camp of Russell.
Ah, damn it.
Didn't like that. That's the reason, was trying to go up 25 and did have a 1-2.
He's got to come up through it. So probably lucky to. It's a good 8.
Don't flip it, let it fall.
Here, a super steep swing, and when he pulls it down from the top, it gets steep in the lane, and then steep and right means it just doesn't hook at all.
Up 13.
He knows that he's just trying to get everything to go forward. He wants it to go forward, not down. You want to pull it down, you want to throw it down in the lane. Early friction on these long patterns. None of that's good.
Alex averaging 242 tonight. Crunches the pocket again. Smokes the 1-3 puck. Down they go. Youngster responds yet again.
This is the key here. He's going to have to make, gosh, at least 2 more. Go in and grab some tape. Change out some of his thumb hole there.
Fifth Brandon cut it to 3. Had to hurry, did so.
That was a big move left.
10 goes down late there, Chris. 3-pin game.
Probably another 3 there. Now he's in where Ronnie is at 33, but he drops it in so close to his ankle that his laydown is actually a couple more left than Ronnie's. Crosses 21 and shoots to the right. Adrenaline affects people in different ways. You've seen it over the years. Some people get on the set and it's a little warmer and their hand puffs up, and some guys the adrenaline hits and their thumb actually shrinks.
That's better.
Like that. Boys double wood and down they go.
Sure, roll 2 was what was going to happen here, but as you watch this profile, watch how steep his swing gets. But his head doesn't move, and when it gets really good, his head doesn't get out in front of his knee. And the ones where it gets a little in front like that, it doesn't hook back as much as it does the rest of the time. That's the danger for him. Too far forward, gets too steep, ball gets in the lane too quick.
6 frame for a double and a 13-pin lead. Got that. Halfway home, game 1, championship match. Race to 2. That 10 frame roll off if needed. If we're 1-1 after 2, will it be the youngster Alex Horton or the 46-year-old veteran Ronnie Russell taking on the Shark tonight? We find out on CBS Sports Network. Fourth and final Race to 2 championship match from here at the World Series of Bowling 17. The first two with Packy and Tang winning were 2-0 sweeps. Last night the thriller with Wilkins and Jesper. Out of the break. Alex down 13. Make it 3.
Excellent shot coming out of the break. Just right back in rhythm. These two lanes seem to be really separating though right now. He's at 17, 18 on this lane. He was at 21 his last shot on the left lane. Probably almost a 5 or 6 and 3 difference.
Wilkins last night becoming our first 2-time winner on tour this year. The doubles title with A.J. Chapman in Portland and the win last night in Scorpion. Maybe we'll have a second 2-time winner if Alex can do it. Won't be easy against the top seed Ronnie Russell. Wow. Crossing over 3-pin. We talked about Brandon Bonta possibly as player of the year and rookie of the year. How about Alex Horton's chances for player of the year?
It's a little trickier because he had to qualify into more events. Points-wise, he's not as high, but you certainly have to give it some credibility. I mean, the only other 2-time winner is with doubles in a pattern. This would be a major and a pattern. That would automatically, you know, certainly put him in that category or maybe plus.
I didn't think I was that bad. I mean,
It's pretty slow.
yeah.
Alex, I agree. I don't think it was that bad. I think he might have contributed, but he's going to have to make another move for sure.
Oh, Jesus. Lay there.
Ronnie talking to it and pays a price. Three, 4, 6, 7 split.
Here, just left a target. 12 down lane, which is way too far left for as strong as his strike. Ball hooks down lane.
All right, good.
4-7 stands. Big opening for the youngster.
Certainly flips things around again.
Just like the practice pros, dude. Stop.
14 pin lead, as you can see there, and makes him a 3-1 favorite.
Stop the approach. Just go.
Big shift on the win probability. That was fast. Ronnie responds and missed the target again.
Mirror image.
We've seen this before.
Yes, we did.
Nothing's going to strike on those 2 shots.
Well, and sometimes honesty's the best thing you can do there. If you make a move off those, it's not going to work out very well.
Instead of the 7, it's the 10. 3, 4, 6, 10 now. 2, 4, 6, 10. Okay, well, trouble again. 2 splits. All of a sudden down 26 pins.
The door is wide open now, and 208 was max score. Alex already on 2-team pace. And again, if he wins this game, he will still have to win the second game to avoid a 9th and 10th frame roll-off.
A lot of bowling left. Wow. Once a re-rack. Great shot.
Sometimes this is where the advantage of rev rate comes in because he can be much firmer. This is inside a line, inside a target, but it holds the line because the speed was high enough. Assuming he missed it just a touch at the bottom too. Now up to a 5-1 favorite.
Number keeps getting jacked up, doesn't it?
It seems a little light at the moment to me.
All-American Indiana Tech, first-team All-American with a guy named Ryan Barnes, Brandon Bonta, and Spencer Robarge. Some pretty big names there on that list.
Familiar faces on the PBA Tour right now. All 4 guys now have made multiple shows this year. And that's the hammer.
Rushes the pocket. Wow, what a shot. 36-pin lead. Perfection.
You go and you can see how much further left he is on that lane. That's 22 at the arrows. Last one was left to target on the other lane, was at 18.
This night for Ronnie, reeling after the back-to-back splits. There's the messenger for the 10-pin. Where was that before?
This is just lining up for the next game at this point.
Thinking about game 2.
I'd probably like to see that. Can you grab that for me?
Well, helicopter. Sidewinder scout. It's the ball we saw him use in match 1 when the lanes broke down. Just used it on the 1 lane. Breaker 5 hybrid. That seemed to blend out that front to back spot where balls keep picking up and then getting offline.
That looked pretty good there.
Testing the waters for game 2. Race to 2. Determine the Shark champion. And wrap up the annual patents from here in Minnesota.
Bigger, slower ball there. Gives him another option. Be surprised he doesn't go with the game breaker.
I think that one's going to give me left, and that one will give me right. Like this one?
Yeah, the game breaker 5 is a symmetrical ball, and that'll clear the front and blend out the front to back better. The Paragon will let him move further left. It's a little bigger core, bigger cover. Gets him away from where the lines have happened in front of him. If he can get it to go through him like that, generally speaking, the more predictable the ball motion is, the smoother it is, the easier it controls transition and the small differences. And it's really about using the smoothest ball that still goes through the pins, the earliest rolling ball that still goes through the pins.
Alex wants to wrap it up right here. 9 does it. He's wrapped up the first game and race to 2 after Ronnie throws a 208. So it's 1-zip, race to 2, 1 more game, and he's won the Shark Championship and his 2nd title of the season.
That was a ball change there, and 6 would have been a mess. He needed 8. 8 out was a winner, but 6 would have put a lot of things in play. Obviously, either knows his equipment extremely well or was confident on this right lane that was not going to be a problem.
Or a combination of both.
I mean, or yes, or when you're 22, that you just have no fear.
He does not lack moxie, Chris, at all. Nice shot, 10 for him.
Game 1 in the books.
221, 208. The amazing run for Alex Horton continues here. Tobias Birding, Chris Fye, Patrick Dombrowski, and now head-to-head with Ronnie Russell for the title. Shark Championship. Will the youngster from Pennsylvania close it out next? We'll find out. Back here in Minnesota, World Series of Bowling 17 stretch run of this fantastic event. We look ahead, all roads lead to Thunder Bowl just outside Detroit. Allen Park, iconic bowling arena. Sorting a 1-0 lead here in the race to 2. World Championship coming your way on CBS and Paramount Plus. 1 Eastern, that's the championship show. 11 a.m. Eastern on June 13th on CBS Sports Network. The play-in round. Belmo will be there. EJ Tackett is the top seed. Trying for a win tonight, but lost to his best buddy, Ronnie Russell. Now Russell's back against the wall against this young upstart, Alex Horton. Game 2's underway. Ronnie strikes.
Scared the crap out of me. I'm gonna drop something.
Well, a lot can change in a few minutes. His reps texted me, said he was going to throw the Paragon, the black and gray ball. And in between now and then, he picked up the game breaker and decided to play with the smoother ball reaction. So.
Game 2 for Horton. Comes in high. Baby split 310.
Yeah, that kind of says it all. Goes right through. The head pin hits the 5, kicks out the 6 out of the middle, which is not really doing him any favors. Makes this a little bit harder. Probably around 70% is the average.
310, well placed.
Little touch of a cutter at it there.
That's a nice shot as the pressure builds. His low score so far, 221 in game 1. Unflappable.
He had a few moments there in the left lane. Was the first time we've seen him actually look maybe a little bit perplexed. This is as far as we got. Didn't panic.
Not very far.
No.
Not tonight.
Ball change on the left lane. Same one that Ronnie chose. Breaker 5 hybrid. Looking to smooth out that spot on the left lane where it keeps picking up in the front and getting it offline. Solved the first part of the equation, got to the pocket. Now you got to solve the second part and knock him over.
Does it again. It's been a nice spirit to begin. The second game of the race to 2 for Alex.
5 times? Did that hook like 5 times on his way down? Yeah. Okay.
Great insight there. Conversation between Alex and the reps. Mike Wolf.
Russell returns. No help with the 9-pin.
4-time titleist himself.
Close.
So going with that same symmetrical ball on both lanes, trying to push it across. That one comes off the end of the pattern a little much. More likely where that symmetrical ball minimizes the difference between the 2 lanes a little bit more than the asymmetrical ball did.
You were talking to Ronnie about retirement at the start of the event here. He said, look, just too much baggage, too many years, looking for a change in my life. Been doing this a long time. You mentioned the 4 titles. And he said to us, bowling is not fun anymore for me. And I need a new challenge. Can't keep up with the kids. He's bowling a kid right now.
Yeah.
See if this changes his mind if he can win.
Ooh. Front a little bit.
Bit unlucky. The trip 4 should have been all he had to worry about there. A little bit of an unusual hit to leave the 10 on this one. And just kind of got out of the way over there on the right, but still feeling early hook in the front.
His appearance on TV tonight, first time under the bright lights in 3 years.
I could probably move left off that. I could probably just move left off it, right? Yeah. This looks like it's picking up in front a touch. Oh. Right.
It is interesting that these guys are both talking to the same rep. Lots of times you get, in a case like this, each rep will have a separate guy. And where Brunswick guys have 2 of them here, I'm a little surprised they're not splitting it up.
Trip 10 pin for Alex. Strikes in his third frame for his first strike of game 2.
Back to the same outer limits he's been throwing. Going with the 2-ball approach now.
For a 10-pin lead in the 4th. Ringing 10-pin.
That was a pretty good one there. As he heard him talk with Wolfie, that's just a couple left and go ahead and being more aggressive at the bottom with his hand. Got more shape, got up further right of the head pin and back, but the same result. Now you gotta ask yourself, do you make another move or do you change balls to try and get it there differently? A lot will depend on what Ronnie does. If he doubles here quickly, he can force his hand a little bit.
That one I thought was pretty good.
Right back to Mike Wolf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spare shooting for Alex has been extraordinary tonight.
Yeah, and that's normally the knock on two-handers and guys that are young is that they're not as accurate with the spare ball. But it hasn't been a problem for him at all. Great shot there by Ronnie. Start. He's got to put a little pressure on him. He's got to force Alex to make some decisions and maybe make some quicker than he wants to, and try and get a mistake out of it.
Went over to Hall of Famer Tommy Jones, future Hall of Famer E.J. Tackett, and now head-to-head with this youngster with the title on the line. On the verge of retirement. Ronnie Russell for a 10-pin lead. Yes.
Best shot in that left lane in a while. That one looked on purpose. Finally got it far enough down the lane. Didn't pick up early and actually turned the corner late versus up in front of it and leaving those ring 10s and flat 10s.
Frame for Alex. Round 10. Delivers. That packed the punch. The 1-3 pocket with power.
See if he can answer the bell here. He hasn't been behind very much. Give this one more go. Run it through in his mind right now what the picture he wants.
To tie it. Comes in high, pays a big price.
This lane sucks.
A little left off his hand there. But it gets caused by the ring and 10s, and you're trying to manipulate it a little bit. It comes over the top of it.
3, 4, 6, 7, 10 split. Got to cover, open frame. A rarity for the young star. The rookie Alex Horton in some trouble now in game 2 in the race to 2. Ronnie Russell's season opening. Conclude game 2 next.
The PBA World Series of Bowling on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by AMF, the home of PBA, where the pros play. Head to AMF.com to find a center near you.
What a great 4 days of bowling so far. World Series of Bowling 17, day one. Cheetah, Packy Hanrahan won his third career PBA Tour title. Nice celebration there. And Darren Tang, first ever bowler PBA Tour history to win a one-handed and two-handed title in one career. And watching with his tour reps and his friends, the sports psychologist. Zach Wilkins winning last night. A wild one in Scorpion over Jesper Svensson. That was a 9/10 frame roll-off. This is game 2, race to 2. 6th frame. Alex won game 1, 221-208. But Russell's in great shape out of the break. This for Turkey and a 34-pin lead.
Hook.
Wants it. Bringing 10-pin. Wow. Nice shot.
It's pretty good, but.
Yeah, here we go as we watch. He moves in a little bit more again and gets really aggressive with his hand. He was hoping it hooked. It did. Did everything he wanted to do except for the 6 to hit the 10. Well, we got a lot of match left now. That would have put a hammer on it, but still 23 pins. But as we've seen, when Horton starts to go, he strikes a bunch.
'16 PBA Team Challenge, last title, last time on TV 3 years ago at the World Series of Bowling in Detroit. He told us this week it was his way again. Felt really in control of this pattern. Top seed, wants a win again. Big strike in the 7th frame.
He's got control of both lanes now, so it's really about getting his hand in the right spot to where he can knock him over and try and finish this game out, and then he's going to need a 9th and 10th frame after that if he can do it.
Back scores, he's in control for now. Alex had that rear open in the 6th. National champion in college. Back to Horton, back to a strike.
Just perfect. Looked like a strike from the 12-foot mark on. And have a look. Look at the profile view here. Everything goes forward. No bounce. No. It's just smooth and forward. There is an awful lot of power there that's not covering a ton of boards at the same time. Leaves it all for the back end.
Big shot here in the 8th. Got it to 13. Does just that.
Ball change back.
And Charles here with him every step of the way.
Not as much emotion you see out of either one of them. That's
cool customers.
They are indeed. He's done
It's
what he
crunch
needs
time
to
here.
do. Yeah.
8th frame for a 23-pin lead. Huge shot for Ronnie. No. 4-7-10 split.
That went down swing.
Huge game changer.
Yeah. He says something caught him in his downswing down there, but it was pulled down. As we all have a miss as it gets steep, and it got in the front lane and hooked quick. It's got a chance. Oh!
He's got it! What a conversion for Russell. 4-7-10 split. How about it? Potential match saver.
This is huge. It's perfectly as he slides the 4 and just stone cold the 10. Leaves his destiny in his own hands. He can strike out for 228. The best Alex can do is 225. Good move right here. There's no way his heart rate didn't move up with that split make.
Take a re-rack.
Take a re-rack, collect your breath.
Think it through. Max numbers, there they are.
Now throw a good one.
Hook.
Ninth frame.
Firm.
Just a touch firm. Thought he did a good job of getting settled back down, but got about 1/8 of a turn out of that 10 pin, but that's about it. Not even that. 6 pin kicked the deck beside it, but couldn't get up over the top of it.
Ten pin has that. Things are very tight now into Horton's 9th.
Just cut it to 2 with a strike.
That surprising open in the 6th. Gave Russell life. Cut to 2 in the 9th. Yes. Delivers.
10 straight back. Once again, in perfect balance, still on 1 foot as the ball hits the pins.
Two strikes and 3 to shut out Ronnie Russell and win the Shark. Looking for the first. Has the first.
That had a little smoke on it there. That was a touch inside of target, but once he went back to this ball, this is why. He was going to be firm, he was going to be aggressive. He's not trying to make it shape as much as he was with the GB5 hybrid. So take a breath here, settle back down.
Strike and 3 will do it. Just 22 years old. Wants a second title this year. Oh! Can you believe it?
Wow.
Really?
And that was better than the first one. And he knew it. Down on 1 knee early. 214 on the spare, double and 8 now for Ronnie. To see some extended play.
Can you believe the 8 pin? What a shot that was. Everything blew past the 8. And the first emotion we've really seen. So close to wrapping this thing up. Wow. 2 strikes and 8 needed for Ronnie. Looks for the first in the 10th.
Oh,
doesn't get it. And how about Alex Horton? He's won the Shark Championship for his 2nd title of the season. The youngster gets it done in Minnesota tonight. First the TOC, and now the Shark. Alex Horton has arrived as a PBA Tour star. Fantastic bowling. The swan song for Ronnie Russell. Comes up short. Alex Horton's done it again. 2026 Shark champion. Time to celebrate with Dad Charles.
Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go, guys.
And after no repeat winners, the entire season of the PBA Tour, back-to-back nights repeat winners with Wilkins and now Alex Horton. Russell needed the double and 8 to win this second game and force us into the roll-off. Chris with the winner.
Alex, I've seen you a couple of times now in these pressure situations. You barely look like your heart rate goes above its resting heart rate. Is that for real?
No, it's beating deep down. I'm definitely feeling the pressure, but we got through and it's amazing.
Well, you certainly did get through it. You threw some of the greatest shots, and Ronnie did too. You guys were super clutch all the way through the end. What were you thinking about coming in the 10th frame? What's your mindset when you need those shots to win?
Yeah, all you can do is just ask to give yourself a chance in the 10th and to be able to step up and have a chance to potentially close the door. I just wanted to execute the best shots I could. Unfortunately, that A-pin didn't want to cooperate, but yeah, that's all I could ask for. So.
Now, you're the only guy with a major and a regular title, 2 singles titles. How does that play in your head? How's Player of the Year sound like?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I know that's what's at stake out there. But yeah, we're gonna ride this momentum and see what happens. Your 2026 champion, Alex Horton. Congratulations, my man. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
What a moment. What a time for the 22-year-old from just outside Philadelphia. And that PBA World Championship play-in comes from CBS Sports Network Saturday, June 13th from Allen Park, Michigan. And then June 13th, 1 Eastern on CBS, streaming live on Paramount Plus. And that PBA World Championship show, the top seed is EJ Tackett. But the man of the moment is Alex Horton. Celebrating again with Dad, raising the trophy as 2026 Shark champion.